It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans up against the Timberwolves out in Minneapolis. Well, for Minnesota, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And an extra minute here. Shaq, one of the most exciting moves to watch in basketball, a slashing drive to the rim. Who would you say are the league's best slashers?
I'm going to be quick because I'm not really a guard. I know Kenny probably has a couple things to say. Let me go with Russell Westbrook, freak athlete, attack mentally. Monte Ellis, elite quickness, terrific touch around the rim. James Harden, strength, aggressiveness, ability to draw contact. Tyreek Evans, that's his whole game.
Wow. I thought you weren't going to – how'd you come up that quickly with those guys?
Because I'm trying to give you time to talk, baby.
Man, so I'm going to slow it down. I would say, man, league MVPs, obviously, Durant and LeBron. You know, those guys, with their mobility and height, you know, LeBron James is like a bullet train, so it's almost impossible to stop him. So I'll end it there, man. But that was quick. Russell, who'd you say? Russell
Westbrook, Monte Ellis, James Harden, and Tyreek Evans.
Wow.
Huh.
It's impressive.
Quite the list. Thanks for joining us.
How did he act like he knew the question you were asking?
We go courtside with Kevin Harlan for the call. Somebody was feeding him the answer.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live from downtown Minneapolis, bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Pondexter and Davis fill up the forward slots. Evans and Gordon are the guard set, and it's Ashik in at the 5, roaming the paint. It's now been a decade since the Minnesota Timberwolves played postseason basketball. Last trip to the postseason for the Wolves back in 2004.
Wow, that was a long time ago. And if you're wondering, that is the longest playoff drought in the league currently. Wolves want nothing more than to get back to playing playoff basketball, and featuring the #1 pick in last year's draft will help.
Good way to start, you're right. And here's Rubio, following the 3 from Tyreek Evans. And he can't jam it through. Here's Minnesota. Rubio, the pass to Wiggins. Can't connect from short range.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Count that one. Gordon's got his first points in this one.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
The drive by Rubio. And Davis sends it back. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. Goes up at the stripe. And Davis can't get it to go.
High quality shot. Just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him S-H-H-E, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Martin with the bucket.
And getting after it on the offensive glass and adding to that early total with the putback.
For New Orleans, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Flip Saunders. And Doris, what'd you find out?
He said a big factor in this game will be how well they limit penetration by Tyreek Evans. He said he's so unique in that he's so big and so strong, and also tremendously slippery and elusive off the bounce. But we've really got to cut off his right hand and then dare him to shoot over the top. I'd rather he have a wide open look from 18, 19 feet than a clear lane to the rim any day of the week. Kevin, the marching order, pretty clear cut.
And as always, Doris, thank you.
And with the way the Warriors went on a rampage last year, you knew that Alvin Gentry would be in demand. Was the architect behind the Warriors' offense, is one of the best offensive minds in our league. Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And with Gentry, his offensive prowess can't be understated, Greg. His peers joke and say he can drop an open look for a corpse. I don't know about that, Clark, but we know he's talented. He's got a great offensive mind.
And you know that's right. And with this Pelicans team, he has plenty of firepower to work with, too.
Oh, he does. You're right. First free throw is good. Ricky Rubio, Clark, one of the most highly anticipated international players in recent memory to come into the NBA.
Yeah, he's got an awful lot of flash and substance to his game, and after much haggling and negotiating, he was finally allowed to join the Minnesota Timberwolves in 2011.
And so Ricky Rubio nails both of them.
And back to Rubio, with the pressure of all that fanfare marking his arrival, he really focused in and hit the ground running. He was named Western Conference Rookie of the Month, first month of the season, and he finished second to Kyrie Irving for Rookie of the Year. And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Evans with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Evans has got it. Davis with it. And it's Martin picking him up. Gordon kicks to Asik. Kicks it out to Gordon. New Orleans moving it around. 5 on the clock. 16 feet away. And Anthony Davis again. Davis has got 6.
You know, talking about Rubio, he re-upped for a huge contract extension last season. Despite some injury and shooting woes, he got $56 million over 4 years. Boy, that's a bunch of cheese for a guy that's still a bit of a question mark.
And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
G8, they just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time down.
Big time play at the basket right there, fellas.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
And Anthony Davis, growing up in the rough south side of Chicago, because of the violence, his father didn't let him venture to the playground. Instead, he built a basketball court in the backyard. This young man has come a long way.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Asik. Cunningham comes in for Quincy Pondexter. Drew Holiday is checked in for Gordon. And it's Norris Cole in for Tyreek Evans. Jones, no luck.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Here is Cunningham. Here's Cole. To the paint. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist from Cole. 10 points for Anthony Davis.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Holiday attacking. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Now here's Jones to the middle. It's Bielitsa, and it's blocked, and they're able to recover. And now here comes Cole, leading the break. And Holiday kicks to Davis. Ajinça dishes to Davis. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Jones drives in. 24 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Bean passes to Bekovic, and he gets it to go.
Very high-quality shot. Can't get enough of those.
Pelicans leading by 6. And Holiday kicks to Davis. The kick out to Holiday. The dish to Ajinça. Here's Davis. And no good trying to get that one. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Pelicans lead by 6. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And one of the rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offensive game is growing by leaps and bounds, and he talked about his area of focus.
A lot of face-up, like to do the one dribble pull-up. Like to do the one dribble, fade back off one leg. I haven't got there yet, but catching the ball at the elbow, catching the ball at the nail.
Well, I tell you could be here an awfully long time if we're going to list all the different moves Anthony Davis can hurt.
Yeah, the brow definitely has the full toolkit available to him, and I say that affectionately. Tools a lot of guys don't learn to use until much later in their careers, Kevin.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the open man and getting some easy baskets.
It also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. Gordon the off guard with Evans at the 3. Ryan Anderson out there with Omer Ashik. And it's Cole in at the 1. New Orleans is still a relatively young team, but they play with the maturity, I think, Clark, that's beyond their years.
Kevin, the average age for them last year was just over 25 years old, and the youngest team in the West, actually, to make it to the playoffs last year.
Now, here's Rubio. After Eric Gordon's miss, and Towns gets it to go.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work him over the rest of the game.
Count the bucket.
And for the Pelicans, part of why they look so mature is how they protect leads. I mean, rarely giving away points for free and knowing how to close out games.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins from outside off the mark. Pelicans leading by 9. Gordon kicks to Anderson. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Outside Gordon. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And guys, the Pelicans only lost 5 games last year where they led going into the fourth quarter. They won 38 when entering the fourth quarter with the lead. That's very mature basketball for a team that's as young as they are.
Here's Cole, covered by Rubio. Here's Anderson, and that one is stuffed right through.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Well, Andrew Wiggins showed that he's going to be a big-time player in this league, Clark, for a long time.
And we knew Wiggins could attack the basket and create his own shot, Kevin, but I think many, and I'm included in this one, were surprised at how good his jumper looks this early in his career. I mean, it's pretty reliable right now.
The first one falls.
And with Wiggins' game, he has a nice jumper for a player his age. As he grows in the league, he'll become more and more comfortable shooting from deep. he'll be nearly impossible to guard when he adds a consistent three-point shot.
Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for Towns. And then for New Orleans, Luke Babbitt comes in for Ryan Anderson. And it's Pondexter in for Cole. Evans outside. Shoots. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
And you know, with Wiggins, it just isn't all about his ability to score. Showed a real knack for making the unselfish play, too. Understands how to work as a unit to create shots and gets to the right spot on the floor. His potential is unlimited. I like the way they're working the ball inside, because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen.
Evans against Rubio. Outside Gordon. Wide open. And the Pelicans get it back. And then Ashe with the dunk.
And, guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And, Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And it's Rubio penetrating. Wiggins dishes to Jang. Can't connect from short range.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Pondexter no good. Timberwolves trail by 7. Rubio the pass to Martin. Can't get it to go. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Last year, the Pelicans, Greg, pushed their way into the postseason. It was a neck-and-neck battle for that number 8 spot, as you recall, with the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And how about the excitement down the stretch? They were able to edge out the Thunder and Russell Westbrook on that just point binge down the stretch there. And what a final day that was. A big, huge win over the Spurs let them get into the postseason for the first time under the Pelican moniker.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Ashe. Davis comes in for Luke Babbitt. Dante Cunningham's checked in for Gordon. And it's Holiday in for Tyreke Evans. So it's Minnesota now. 7-point differential.
And as you said, New Orleans made the playoffs for the first time under the name Pelicans. Unfortunately for them, they ran into the Warriors in the first round and were promptly swept away.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. Didn't give them any choice but to blow the whistle. You got to play without fouling.
And thinking back to the Pelicans playoffs from last year, let a 20-point lead slip away in that fourth quarter of Game 3. But they played better than a sweep and got valuable postseason experience for that young roster.
Well, there was a time when the media had written off Shabazz Muhammad as an impact player. He showed last year he belongs in this NBA.
Yeah, certainly did. He improved in every facet of the game, and sometimes we tend to write guys off a little too soon. The media in general, not you in particular. And he's been a big-time performer for the Wolves.
And so here is New Orleans following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Holiday attacking, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And for Muhammad, it's weird that so many fans had given up on a player just after his rookie season. He's vindicated anyone who stuck with him after his slow rookie start. And for Muhammad, a lot of it had to do with the hype he got in college, coupled with his age situation. So when he struggled, people were too quick to write him off. But he has showed he can ball.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Omer Ashe, he's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. And Gordon subbed in for Dante Cunningham. Holiday goes in. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. Apparently neither did the defenders.
On the wing, Jones, guarded by Holiday. And it's Pekovic missing.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allows the defender to recover and contest that shot. And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Here's Holiday. Oh, wow.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Asher.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
There's 10 seconds left now here in the second. Pass to Towns. 2 on the clock, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Towns has got 6. A shot by Holiday, nobody around, and that's not going to go. And so we conclude the first half. Pelicans on top, leading by 7. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. It was a big-time first quarter from Anthony Davis. He had 12 points, 2 assists, and 1 block. What did you think, Shaq, about New Orleans?
Well, in terms of running a smooth, efficient offense, they've been as good as it gets. The looks they've created have been high percentage. The ball is moving, guys are rotating. That's what got them those good looks, Ernie. And this is the reason they got that nice lead.
Kenny, let's get your input on the Timberwolves.
Well, right now, they're getting a little embarrassed on the defensive end. They got outshot in the first half. But that's because no one put their foot down on defense to stop it. So in the second half, they need to play much more disruptive defensively. They have to do whatever it takes.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
The second half just about to get going here.
Davis playing very well. 12 points, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, and that's just a small part of what we've seen, but it's been a solid contribution defensively.
Pelicans leading by 7.
You know, when you're bad or struggling in the West, things can go south in a hurry. I mean, the Wolves ended with the worst record in the league last year at 16-66, and a lot of those losses came in their conference.
Rubio and Martin are their backcourt. Towns is out there with Garnett, and it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Martin. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. And that's now 11 points for Kevin Martin. And for the Pelicans, they're shooting an unbelievable 70%. You won't see a performance like this too often. Well, last season, the Wolves did struggle in conference, as was expected. 7-45 against the rest of the Western Conference.
Listen, nothing harder in sports than learning how to win. And there's no doubt that Minnesota took a lot of lumps as a young team last season. 3 of those conference wins that you mentioned, though, did come against playoff teams. So there's that little silver lining of hope.
Here is Rubio, following the basket by Anthony Davis. They get the rebound.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Alexis Ajinça has checked in for New Orleans. Cunningham comes in for Quincy Pondexter.
Really unfortunate for Eric Gordon that an assortment of injuries have really derailed his career. A few years back, he looked like he'd be an absolute star. Once a 22 points a game score, was down to 13 a game last season.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
Minnesota calls timeout. Yeah, on the topic of Eric Gordon, one would think he's still young and talented enough to be a difference maker with any team. He just has to stay healthy. That really is the bottom line. He's got to keep his health.
Kevin, the truth is, though he's had a number of injuries, they've all been different. It isn't one chronic thing. So with a little good luck, we could see him shine once more.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Flip Saunders was saying to his club. He said their plan was run their offense through Towns. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
And thank you for that, Doris. And the shot is good. Garnett's got his second basket of the game.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
Evans against Rubio. They double him with Wiggins. Right side Davis. New Orleans moving it around. Clock at 6. Evans kicks to Davis. Kevin Garnett grabs the miss.
Can't connect there, but still a red-hot start to the half, hitting 4 of their first 5 field goal attempts.
Rubio dishes to Towns, and he slams it one-handed.
Terrific assist that time by Rubio.
And guys, KG is so loved and has given so much to the area of Minneapolis, St. Paul, the state of Minnesota. He really views it as his home.
And Kevin, you started with him there in Minnesota when he got underway in the league. Fans love having him there and involved with the franchise again for sure.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And, you know, for Garnett, after his playing days are over, I gotta believe he's going to be looking to take some ownership in this Wolves organization. He is a beloved figure here in Minneapolis.
Gorgie Dangs checked in for Kevin Garnett. Anderson, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Coles comes in for Eric Gordon. There's a screen. Passes it to Cunningham. Evans, right side. Here's Cole, covered by Martin. From deep three-point range, Cole's shot is good. Cole's got his first 3 points of the game.
And if KG did become a shareholder in the Wolves, it would be wild. I mean, could you imagine how intimidating contract negotiations would be with him sitting across the table?
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Evans passes to Cole. No good with the triple. Timberwolves trail by 10. Wiggins drives in to the inside. Here's Dang. Kicks it out to Wiggins. And there's the foul. It goes on Ryan Anderson. That is his first foul of the game.
You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the back.
Yeah, I mean, he went chest first into the man in front of him. My goodness, I'm not an official, and I could have gotten that one right.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Wiggins. Zach LaVine's checked in for Kevin Martin. And Jones subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Another miss by Minnesota. Pelicans leading by 10. Kicks to Holiday. And the rejection by Jang. Here's Muhammad. And he gets it to go.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Well, last year the Pelicans were a team on the rise, making the playoffs. A solid season overall, especially on the road. Really, they sent notice by what they did away from New Orleans.
Yeah, I mean, 17 road wins. I mean, you say to yourself, well, that doesn't sound great. But when you're a young, up-and-coming team, one of the things that you can really value is your ability to go into hostile environments and have success. They're going to be building on that confidence.
Again, the miss by Jones.
That's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on. Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard, Clark.
Yes,
bringing it down hard,
yes,
my brother.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Now here's Jones. He feeds it to Levine. Offline with his three.
As for the Pelicans on the road, I mean, they had the fewest road wins of all the West playoff teams. The franchise hasn't had a winning road record since 2009 when they were the Hornets.
Here's Jones after Drew Holiday's score. The feed to Levine. Goes up on the high post. Will not go. This is off the front iron. New Orleans leading by 12. Holiday gets the bucket.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. And he gets it to go. Jones has got his first bucket in this one.
I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. Does a great job of creating separation for that shot. Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchup.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Levine kicks to Jones. There's the pass to Muhammad. Off on the layup. Davis. Shot is off. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Pelicans lead by 12. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Rubio with it on the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. The shot blocking pair of Davis and Ashik inside. And it's Pondexter in at the small forward.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall. A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. Wiggins drawing the double team. Gordon against Martin. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, I mean, they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
And no good on the technicals, so unable to pick that one up. Kevin Garnett is checked in for the Timberwolves. And the Pelicans also making a change. Tyreke Evans is checked in for Drew Holiday. Here's Wiggins. The 17-footer goes down. Now here's Gordon. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. And that's Evans penetrating. That's good from Davis on the assist by Evans. Evans has got 3 assists now in this one.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And Ashik throws it down.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends. And, guys, Tyreek Evans is so versatile. Great instincts, well-developed skill set.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Evans, he's a big, muscular guy for a wing. 7-foot wingspan, that arm span we've all admired and read so much about. Too strong for off guards, too quick for small forwards. He's kind of got a ubiquitous position.
He does. And, Kevin, you know, it's funny. A lot of people have tried to place him in a box in terms of position. Instead of just saying he's a basketball player, the guy's strong, he's got tremendous physical attributes. Combine that with the ball handling and his confidence, and it gives you an interesting mix. I mean, he's one of the more unique, multifaceted guys we have in our league.
Last season for the Timberwolves, it was a struggle most of the season. Young teams tend to do that, but they didn't have, unfortunately, Greg, much luck at home.
You know, they basically limped their way to a league-worst 9-32 record at home. Part of taking your lumps as a young team. Let's see how they respond this season.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
You know, not everything was bad for the Wolves at home. I mean, they did have several highlight reel plays and also found their way to the foul line a lot. Biggest free throw differential at home in the league last season.
And really the problem for the Wolves at home is the same problem they had all season. I mean, their defense was atrocious. Worst field goal percentage against at home in the entire league last season.
Last season was possibly the best of Tyreek Evans' career, at least since his unbelievable rookie campaign.
Yeah, and Kev, a lot of that has to do with his injury history. I mean, last year he played in 79 games. That's the most of his career. So you could say it was probably the healthiest season he's had since he was a rookie.
Now here is Martin. Dishes to Garnett. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Towns. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7.
The Pelicans call timeout.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
All right, targets.
You know, back to Tyreek Evans last year, he had a big jump in three-point percentage. He was also up in assists, rebounds, really did a lot of good things. The only bad news, he was also up in turnovers.
And talking about Tyreek Evans, you really hope he can build on what he did last year. He has too much talent to waste on inconsistency. Time for him to just step up here in the prime of his career.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Alvin Gentry had to say to the team. He said, we are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
Here's Wiggins, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Wiggins drives in, softly drops in the floater. Wiggins has got 4 points in the quarter.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Now here's Davis. Asik the screen for Davis, and the wide open shot from Evans. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists in the game. And Rubio kicks to Garnett. He dishes it to Towns. Stolen by Asik. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And finished off by Davis.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Here is Rubio, following the basket by Anthony Davis. And it's Martin penetrating. And yes, sir, that one drops.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
And they double up Davis.
You know, guys, it's really amazing just how quickly Anthony Davis has blossomed into stardom. You know, by age 21, he was arguably the best player in the game. At age 17, he only had 1 scholarship offer for college, and that was from Cleveland State to play point guard.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Pekovic is checked in. He hits the second from the line. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And Rubio kicks to Wiggins from outside the arc. Rebound Asik. Ashik's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And in high school, Anthony Davis didn't play for a powerhouse. Perspectives Charter School, only around 200 kids.
Certainly not an NBA hotbed. They had him bring the ball up court and work in the post, much to his developmental benefit. A lot of losses, but he said that it made him a better leader dealing with that adversity.
Now here's Pekovic following the miss by Anthony Davis. Wiggins against Gordon. The offensive rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
It's Martin on the wing, defended by Gordon. Martin attacking. Back to Wiggins. Tries again. They get it back.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Pelicans leading by 14.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for New Orleans.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight, Clark, they had both.
They sure did. I mean, the ball was moving and guys were knocking down shots.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Anthony Davis. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Garnett. Muhammad comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Levine's checked in for Kevin Martin. And Jones subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Jones dishes to Muhammad. Got that one up quick.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket. Well, I tell you guys, when you look at this Wolves team, I mean, the outlook is really bright. A lot of young talent that's fitting together nicely. Good skill set. I think this group could be one to watch and really good going forward.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're in front by 14. 51 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for Bielitsa. Wiggins comes in for Muhammad. Kevin Martin is checked in for Zach LaVine. And Ricky Rubio is subbed in for Jones. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Davis is checked in. So for the Timberwolves last year, Greg kind of traded into the top overall pick, getting the Wiggins deal, which means 2 consecutive years of having number one. They're beginning to put together the ingredients.
I think they have a core to ultimately be formidable when you talk about that Western Conference. And to pick up Zach LaVine in that same draft, that was a nice selection as well. And don't discount what Flip Saunders brings to the table in terms of coaching and teaching these young players.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Minnesota, Andrew Wiggins.
No good on that one.
Taking
2 shots. And he's good on the second. So it's the Pelicans now. There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Cole, the pass to Davis. And they double up Davis. Inside. Here's Cole. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. And the Pelicans lead by 15.
And the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way things turned out today.
Well, Greg, this was a well-deserved win. I mean, they came into this building and acted like it was their home turf. I mean, they were the ones calling the shots and controlling everything.
So we see New Orleans taking the W here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Tyreek, a very confident game for this basketball team. What made it all come together tonight?
We were just outstanding from the jump ball. We came out aggressive, put the prepare for it, and I think we was being physical with them. That helped us a lot.
Outstanding you were, Tyreek. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the chart. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
The one thing you know about Davis is that he's always going to play with an insane amount of energy. It's always full speed ahead with him, and we saw that tonight. Offensively, he plays as well as anyone.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.